Good evening, my friends, and welcome to the next episode of Myst IV Revelation. We are sequence breaking this game hard, and we are trying to get through Serenia without having been to Spire yet. Last time out, and we're doing 2 episodes this week, so if you're watching on YouTube in the future, this is going to be going out on Friday. So in Wednesday's episode, we started drawing this map of Serenia. Good day to Spiper. We have Spiper in the chat. Good evening to you, sir. The reason we're drawing this map is I'm still pretty convinced that there's going to be some you have to walk through the path in a certain way kind of puzzle. Because otherwise, why would it be a maze, you know? So that's what we're drawing. That's where we're going to start today. And we're going to start by going along the left path first, which will curve us along here. Yes, good evening to you, Spiper. I take it. Are you one of the transatlantic crew? Are you based over in the States or Canada? Is it? So we've got one that way. So that's one. That almost looks like a path, doesn't it? But it is not a path, but it's just 2. Three. And 4 brings us to this crossroad just here, which has the fire spirit. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And there's no linking back to those. And there's no spirits on that path either. Which is very curious. West Coast. Oh, wow, yeah. So that's GMT -9 or something like that if it's West Coast. So I guess then actually on the Sunday morning streams, you're probably staying up late rather than getting up early, I imagine. Now wait, no, this isn't. No, something's gone wrong here, because this is where we started, right? And we went left. And we stepped 1, 2, 3. There is another path this way. Okay. Yeah, there's a path here. And from that path, we have 1 node, 2 nodes, and then a crossroad. Right, so this one also goes off like that. Okay, good, 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 good. We're gradually putting this together. But yeah, didn't see any spirits that way either. Well, let's go this way then. So 1 step. This is where a water spirit would be. And there's a machine here. So do we have water plus machine? We haven't really experimented very much with these machines to change the flow of the water, which we certainly could do. I mean, we definitely should do. There was a magnifying glass there somewhere. Here. Okay, we've got a memory. Ah, Sirrus has been smashing things. So whatever this machine does, Sirrus doesn't want it happening anymore. Fine. Well, from this, we then have one node, which takes us to wind. And this is a crossroad as well. So there's a path there and a path down there. And this is wind. So wind, water, water, fire, fire. Ah, no. There's another water spirit. So we've had 3 water... Well, actually, do you know what? We didn't see the water spirit there. We've seen a water spirit there. We saw a water spirit there. Non-Harkonnen sabotage. Quite right. Okay. So there's one node there. Okay, 2 nodes, and then we're at the drawbridge going this way. Fine. 1, 2. Beep, and drawbridge. Okay. So, for example, you could go to the first wind spirit there, which we were just at. You could go along this drawbridge, round here, skip this fire by coming up here, up the river crossing and down here to go to the other wind spirit. And then back through here, down here, down here. And then you've touched the 2 wind spirits and you've not touched any of the other spirits. So that would be potential. Is that why he's busted the machine? Because you don't get the water spirit if it's like... Well, I mean, it is flowing water, though. Okay. We'll check out the other water spirits in a minute. But yeah, okay, so we've got one node here. I think it's going to be the end of the maze now. I think it's just going to loop back. 1, 2... Over that bridge for 3. Over that bridge for 4. And this takes us back to the 4-way crossroad right at the start. So yes. 1, 2, 3, 4. And it links back like this. Okay. Now... let's compare... to this picture which we have. Because I have a feeling that this is showing the waterways, not the paths. So we've got a machine here, a machine here, a machine here, and I think that's it. I think there's only 3 machines that we've seen. If I use zip mode, do you reckon it counts as me having passed one of the spirits? Well, I tell you what, we can almost trivially see the 2 fire spirits one after the other theoretically, by just going this way. So we go 1, 2, and we're at the river crossing. Yeah, where the two rivers cross. And then we go down this way and this way. Ah, now we can't see the fire spirit. So the wind spirit was the last one that we've just seen. There's a water spirit right there. And there's going to be a fire spirit here. So we see this fire spirit here. And then if we wander back, 1, 2, and turn down this path, this fire spirit can now be seen. And I think those are the only two fire spirits. Or maybe, because sometimes they're little fires without spirits in them, so maybe it's more than just two. The thing that makes me think maybe it's more than just two is the fact that we've seen 3 pools where a water spirit could be chilling. So maybe it's actually supposed to be 3 and you've got to go and see them all in the correct order. But I've just seen 2 fire spirits in a row. Is anything different in here? Very much not. So I feel like maybe there's a 3rd fire spirit somewhere that we've not seen. And maybe there's 3 of each spirit. We could certainly try going like this way and round this loop. I mean, you can't really miss it. If there is a spirit, you can't really miss it because the game forces you to look in their direction when they are there. So that loop is not really it. Yeah, there must be a 3rd fire spirit somewhere. Well, I say must. I mean, must is a bold choice of words. But, we'll work on that. So let's take... Okay, so the wind spirit still isn't there. Ah, there's a 3rd fire spirit. Okay, so there is a 3rd fire spirit right here. So do you know what we're going to do now then? We will take... So we're going to take this path up here. That's the 4-way split path. We take this. Do you know what? There's space for a wind spirit there as well. Okay. For some reason the wind spirit not there right now. But that's okay. So we can go this way, this way, this way. So we've been to all 5 fire spirits. as the last spirits that we've seen. That's kind of got to count for, like... Oh no, it's reset for this one. Okay. So when you go and visit all 3 spirits, its position resets? This is definitely one of the more obtuse puzzles, for sure. Okay, let's fiddle around with these water wheels and see if we can get the water wheels doing something. Oh, incidentally, totally forgot to mention that this stream this week, so we usually do the Monday stream as a 2.5-hour stream. We will be ending a touch early this week. We'll probably just be keeping it as a 1.5-hour stream this time round. Just because I got a few bits and pieces that I need to do this evening. Now we don't have a memory to look at from this one. So, let's see what we can do here. Okay. And you then pull this. That gonna send us straight down the ladder? No, not quite. No, that just moves us back here. So what do we got? We've got a sluice attached to a gear here. So that needs to turn. Over here, what we have... Okay, we've got another sluice attached there. That... Now, you're not going to be able to pull that down, right? Because that is a step gear. So you need to sort of pull this side down. There's no point pulling it up because it's on a rope, right? Maybe if you move it the other way? So let's try over to there. Yeah, right, okay, so this thing with the stepper has moved back onto the other gear now. Yeah, it looks like it's been moved. It looks like it's been moved backwards so that it's on the second gear now, not the first. So actually, if we move this into the middle so that it's not engaged with either gear, then we definitely should be able to pull it. So if we move that sort of back to the middle... This now, yeah, it's not engaged in either gear. So if we pull this down... Why can it not pull down now? It doesn't have a gear fighting against it. Let's return this back to its starting location. Okay. Ah, now I can move it. Right, okay. So what I need to do is I need to engage it with the gears. I do need to engage it with the gears, but then I need to move the carter out of the gears. Right? So, do I want it engaged on... I think I want it engaged on that gear, just purely because of the direction the teeth are going. Really? But, I mean, we'll try both of them. So at the moment the right-hand sluice is open. Well, there's water flowing in both directions, TBH, so... Dunno. Okay. So we move you in. What do you reckon? I guess let's go with the rear gear. Right. And then we'll move this out of the way. See, this is the high-octane puzzle-solving content that you guys just love to see, right? This is like a mile a minute kind of stuff. There we go. That's one sluice closed. And that river is now stopped. Fine. I mean, we could try and stop all of the water, to be fair, couldn't we? Because if we now go to the other side... Move this in. I'm good at reasoning through these things. I mean, it's probably just my engineering background, to be honest. I spent a lot of time looking at machines like this. Like, it certainly helps that the game makers have taken clearly a lot of time to create mechanisms that at least are somewhat believable. So... Like, I mean, I've got to give them a huge amount of credit for that, to be fair. Okay, and if we open that one... so that just returns it. Okay, so you can't close both at once. It's one or the other. Kind of interesting. Wait, I could pull that twice though, and it's like it pulled up twice. So actually you can have both open, but you can't have both closed. You pull it twice, right, you pull it once and they're both going to go even. You pull it twice and one will close and one will open, or the other one will close, the other one will open. So what we did was we pulled it one way and then we pulled it even, and now we've pulled it the other way. Okay, good. So we can't stop the water entirely, but we now have a good understanding of how that machine works. Okay, this wind spirit is still on our map anyway. I wonder if it's like a new path that will open up. If we stop the water, can we get down a new path? The devs of Myst IV made a lot of considerations that aren't widely appreciated. Mistakes as well, of course. Oh, of course, Zephyronicus. I haven't said hello yet. That was actually quite rude of me, wasn't it? But yes, hello. Happy Monday. Good to see you in the chat. Okay, let's see if we can have a look at this machine and reason through it. So here we've got... Okay, so you can stop that one. Or presumably you can stop the other. Or you can leave both running. So, okay, let's... just... hey! Tadra42, good to see you. Happy Monday. You have not missed much. All we have done so far is we have finished the map that we were making last time, and we've mapped out where all the spirits are. So we've got 3 fire spirits, 3 wind spirits, and I believe we've got 3 water spirits. I'm still working on the presumption that this is like a you've got to go and visit the spirits in the correct order kind of situation. And then this machine down here, we've then been working out how it works, and then we're looking at this machine up here, and now we're going to go and check out the other machine as well. So this machine is comparatively very simple. It's like, okay, you can have one off or the other off, or you can have both on. Let's move this way over, because I think that in a way is like the more... Actually, do you know what? No. Let's turn this right hand one off first, because is that what feeds the second machine that we were just looking at? Greetings and salutations. That is a, yeah, Demolition Man, right? Demolition Man was a great movie. Oh, speaking of movies, I went and watched the Barbie movie last night. Hey, we've got no water flowing to this one now. This is now no water at all. So I feel like we should make note of that somehow. And I also kind of feel like this map should be becoming relevant for us somehow. But like... I'm not even 100% sure which way up this map is. It's either this way up or it's this way up. And it's like... really unclear to me at the minute. But what is important is, and let's draw it in green, this water machine, right, the right hand path of the water machine feeds that water machine. And the left-hand path is going off somewhere. And this water machine has a left-hand path and a right-hand path. It's kind of interesting, actually, that the water spirits are actually next to the 3 machines. And that's probably not a coincidence either. Because... Oh, I tell you what, because... obviously, you can't see the water spirit if it's got no water flowing through it. Huh. Maybe. So we're going to go trap a water spirit, right? We're going to go trap a water spirit. Because we found out when we were trying to chase the fire spirit around that if you go and visit the fire spirit in all 3 locations, he just returns back to his first location. If we go visit the water spirit and he's got nowhere he can go, does that upset him in some way? Could be interesting to find out. So let's have a look at the other water machine. So we're up at this node here, so we need to come down, and we're gonna go to... Yeah, we can go this way round. You're still pondering what kinds of ages Achenar would have written back in the day if his training hadn't been cancelled. Probably horrible, horrible, terrible places. Really terrible. Really terrible. Like, the implication I always got from the first Myst was that Sirrus was, like, a bad guy, but Achenar was the one who was the genuinely terrible person. That was the sort of takeaway I kind of got from it. This is central. This has also been smashed as well by Sirrus, we've seen in a memory. Okay. So we can stop the water flowing that way. There is no more that direction that can be done. Okay. And if you do try and go in that direction, no. So your options are everything is open, or your options are everything is open, or the right-hand path here is closed. Now, what I'm interested in seeing is the first water machine the input to that water machine as well? This is definitely a very involved puzzle, for sure. So if we move this all the way over to here and turn off the water going to the left. Yeah, so what was I saying? Yeah, so I saw the Barbie movie yesterday for the first time, speaking of movies that we watched. And you know what? Overrated. Definitely overrated. I mean, maybe I'm just not the target demographic for that movie. But, yeah, considering how much hype it's been getting, I was definitely expecting something just a little bit more, I don't know. Nah, I mean, saying nuanced is probably, I mean, it's a Barbie movie, right? So, I don't know. Maybe I didn't know what I was expecting, but, yeah. it wasn't like that great, to be honest. Do you know what we'll do? Yeah, okay, right, so that's going to go here. In Dwarf Fortress, unhappy dwarves can sometimes enter a fell mood where they'll murder a random nearby dwarf and catch a masterwork item from their remains. Achenar reminds me of that. Lol. And Souffle in the chat. Hello, hello. Happy Monday. I hope you've had a great bank holiday Easter. Okay, so from this water machine, there are two paths. Left path, we now know is always on. Right path goes somewhere. Fine. Now, so if we go back then, so the only way you can turn off the water for the water spirit there is to turn off the source of the water entirely. Yeah. So my wondering is, if the source of the water is coming this direction, can we use the stepper to stop it coming through? And I think the answer to that is no, because it's coming through the middle channel again. So that's no good. The water spirit will be able to, even if you close... Yeah, because there's no closing the middle. There's no sluice on the middle. You've been chilling most of the weekend. Back to commission work. And present for boyfriend, as it's his birthday tomorrow. Oh, wow. Happy birthday. Yeah, there's no sluice in the middle here. So there's no way to stop that water. We also have Everett the Panga in the chat. Hello, welcome to Serenia. Yeah, Serenia, so far, really enjoying it. Tamana might be even cozier, but do you know what? I like the music on this one. Myst IV. The Myst IV soundtrack is actually the first one I've actually been listening to outside of the streams, like when I'm loading the dishwasher or whatever, you know. Jack WK subscribed. You've been subscribed for 10 months, Jack WK. Thank you very much for the subscription and welcome. I hope you're having a great bank holiday Easter Monday as well. You weren't even aware that there were 4 Myst games. There are 6 Myst games. And we're going to play through all of them. Even Uru. Even Uru. If we turn off the water that direction, if we turn off the water this direction, does that actually prevent 2 spots the water spirit can be? No, because that water's still flowing. How frustrating. Okay, right. So there's a middle channel. We need to draw on the middle channel onto our map, right? And this is going to get us closer and closer to actually this thing, isn't it? So there's a middle channel which we can't stop. And that's going somewhere. Similarly, on this one, there's also a middle channel, which we also... No, wait. Is there a middle channel on that one? Ah, shoot. No, I'm going to have to go back and look at it. There's definitely a middle channel on this one. So, yeah. 8 if you count Path of the Shell and Two Denis as their own games, which they're sort of big enough to be. Ooh. Tadra seconds that motion. Okay, right. I gotta take stock. So, we've got water flowing through the middle, and we can have water going out one of two ways, or both, and they feed the other two machines. We've got water flowing down this way now. The middle channel is flowing down this way. Should we literally try and just, like, follow the river? So, that was the middle channel, and it's flowing under that bridge. But where's it going after that? It's going down that way. Yeah, so that's the middle channel. Do you know what? We're gonna make a topographically accurate map. Let's do it. Right. So the middle channel, we're crossing the middle channel on this node here. Right? On this node here is where the middle channel gets crossed. And apparently this is also where a wind spirit lives. Which, no it doesn't. We've kind of messed that up a little bit. Where's a wind spirit supposed to be here? Hang on. Are we gonna messed up our map somehow? Okay. Fire spirit. Do you know what? I think I put one too many nodes in this. Oh, no, I haven't. Wait. No. Wind spirit is over there, right? Wind spirit is over there. So this wind is this node here. Oh, wrong color. Right, that's the wind spirit, not up here. Fine. I got one too many nodes up here, so let's get rid of those two. And we'll just draw it like that. So this one crosses us on this node here and then goes through there. Good. This will be a topographical map worthy of the ages. Now I've got myself turned around. Wait, okay, right. So here's the right-hand channel that we're now going over. And this must be it there? No, that can't be the right-hand channel. Because it needs to go into the machine first. How's it matching up to the in-game map? Well, badly so far. But yes, it goes that direction, and then that goes out to sea. So that's fine. So this... let's erase that. And we're going out here, and it basically goes out that way, and then it's gone. And Sirrus has smashed it, so that you can't stop that one as well. The node-based movement does not really help with what you're trying to do. No, but it adds to the challenge, right? Now, what we have is so I think this is the waterways, yeah? But... feels like Let's go back this way round. That machine is broken. Yeah, that machine is broken badly. Which, in and of itself, is a clue, right? Because Sirrus has broken it for a reason. There are 8 nodes on this map. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I mean, it certainly doesn't match up with the paths, and I'm not getting a strong sense that it's matching up with the rivers either at this moment. Okay, let's have a look though at... So this straight path is going that way, and there it goes. It's sort of disappeared behind that boulder, and it could be that underneath the drawbridge. So the central path, which we totally haven't drawn on yet. So the central path may be something like that. Now that's the left, that's the, well, the left, the right, depending on which point of view you're looking at it from. And that's going to follow us along this way, along this way. And that's going to join us. Yeah, all the way here. So this one goes through to here. And this looks like where a lot of different rivers are joining, yeah? Okay, so let's wander back. And what we want to follow next is probably, we want to try and follow the central path for the first one. Yeah, so we've got these 2 rivers. Okay, so wait. So which one did I close in the end? Huh. Yes. Thank you. I can't sequence break this game. That's a bold assertion. Fair enough. You just get to the end faster than perhaps intended. Okay, so that's the central one, and it's going off down that direction. So, the central one's going that way. So that means it is this one here, yeah? What's that sound? The river crossroads, though, It's gone like, and it's going like this way. We've kind of lost it now. Yeah. We're meant to be able to visit Serenia before doing both prison ages if we want to. Some sequence breaking is possible in Serenia itself. Oh, okay. See, I assumed the intended order was you do either Haven or Spire, then Spire or Haven, and then do Serenia. Okay, so this... So that appears to be the central channel, doesn't it? And the central channel is clearly going underneath that bridge there. So... Wait, hang on. So... Where have we ended up? So it's going to be to the right there. It's going to be... So this node is just beneath that fire... There, right? So I think we're currently, like, here. And then if we go up this way... Yeah, it's then tracking to the side of us. So I think the central channel here is coming up this way. And then sort of joining everything here. Okay. You can get to the book even before that. Oh, okay. I didn't think you could because we went to the back of Yesha's bookcase before we went to the back of Yesha's bookcase before the before we went to Haven. Something's making a really weird sound here. And this river crossing is just very strange. Like, what's that down there? Is that the other... That can't be the other machine, can it? It's a little bit... Oh, no, maybe it is the other machine, because we turn and we turn again, don't we? But no, there's water flowing through here. Wait, hang on. I've clearly done something which... Well, not that I didn't intend, but like something that is kind of unexpected, because like that mechanism over there, whatever it is not the other water machine. So what is it and how do I get to it? Because at the moment here, do I have all of the paths going? I do have all of the paths going here. So it must be to do with the other machine where I've cut off one of the arms. Oh. Okay, well that answers that question. You can see the water spirit there even if the water isn't flowing. So, yeah. Wait. Why isn't water flowing here anymore? Something's gone very much awry there. Because here... Oh no! No, 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 no. Okay. Oh, we have turned that off. Fine. So we'll turn you back on. Just like Anna, you are becoming an expert surveyor. Hopefully the priestesses will compensate you for your work. Well, I hope so. You swear you've heard a way that you can get in here before the prison ages, but that it's really weird to do so. I mean, sometimes developers will sneak in because they don't want to load certain assets based on conditions. Sometimes they'll load the assets in regardless and just like hide it behind a wall or something so you're not supposed to access it. And that really would be sequence breaking for sure. Like, I've heard of that old developer trick where you, what you do is if you don't want to load enemies when enemies would spawn, you load all of the enemies at the start of the level, but you just set their Z-axis below the plane of where the player actually is, so you can't see them, hear them, or interact with them in any way. But then, when you want the enemies to spawn, you just then set their Z-axis correctly. So, and this helps performance and loading times and things, because then you don't have to load all of those assets in. You loaded them all in at the start of the level. We have a first-time chatter. Jaffras, you have to trigger Achenar breaking in, which you can only do by visiting one of the prison ages. But you don't have to finish one, just spend some time in one. Aha. Oh, Tadra's used spawn tricks like that before. Oh, are you a game developer, Tadra? So this path is dry still. And presumably, if we go back to the bridge and that path is still dry, like the crisscross, the river crossing. Oh no, we've gone too far. This way. Aha, yes, right. So somehow, well, I tell you what, right? Going back to here. So, this piece of water here, boop, is actually going to come this way, and it's going to come back up here, and go across the river crossing, and it's going to go, like, somewhere? And that somewhere has a thing here. Independent and unpublished. But yeah, oh great. So you're working on your first project, I guess? Phil C. Hey TDF, long time no see. Busy and blocked at work right now. Arrgh. Yeah, that's tough. That is tough. Well, I hope things get a little bit more relaxed for you soon, Phil. This bridge here, that looks like it would be a river if it were... Wait, no. No, no, no. We've done this wrong, haven't we? We've done this wrong. Because this one I've said is the central channel. This one I've said is the central channel here. This one, which looks like it's now dry, I said was probably the right-hand channel. And that it feeds the other water wheel. But that might not be the case. Wait a minute. This is totally dry. Aha. Right. So, I don't think that's correct. I think it's that one that's correct. Oh, okay, we're getting there. We're getting there. Not that it particularly helps us, because I was very much thinking that this would be a kind of a, you need to cut off the water to all of the water spirits, and then it's all fine. But we've seen that you can actually see the water spirits, even if there's no water, because we literally just saw one right there. Ah, right, okay. So, the right-hand path out of here, that's going somewhere and we don't know where. If we now compare this to our map, what can we see? What can we see? We see a crossroads here, which is kind of nice. Right, if I turn this up this way, right, oh, incidentally, I mean, of course, I totally forgot to do a shout out to Souffle. Souffle is the artist that that helps me out on this channel. So so you can see her art in all of the emotes that we have available, and so yeah, really really great person to collaborate with. Would recommend. So okay, so we've got the crossroads here. Is this the water machine? The ticky claw one, right? Because the water comes down here and the left-hand path is going to go under the crossroad and sort of maybe act as an input to this water machine here. If so, what is that in the middle of this? Like, it's very loose. It's a very loose interpretation there. But let's have a look here. So, from this machine, you end up with 3 channels. Okay, so you got 3 channels coming out of that machine. You got 3 channels coming out of that one. So far, so good, kind of. You've got the central channel of this one basically just comes straight through to the bottom. Like, I guess it kind of matches up, but like in a pretty rough way. Maybe though, maybe this map is bigger than I'm expecting, and this isn't like the end of the thing. This is actually like the flower or something like that. I don't know. Maybe I should be looking over at the temple to see if the water is moving sort of differently. Okay. Well, what we've done is we've stopped all of that water. This central water we can't stop anyway. And as far as, like, this machine goes over here... Okay, so we've got the central channel. Yes, 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 it's a water spirit. We've seen literally dozens of them. So it basically goes through here, goes under this bridge... And it's kind of going to end up, well, to the left of that fire. Yeah, so it sort of joins here. But actually, is that both of them joining? Interesting that that one is dried out. Yeah, that one's dried out. Because this one has dried out. Yeah. So those two paths... Okay, so I have a feeling that this one here joins, like, here. I have a feeling that all three of those join. And this one over here... I don't know, I presume it kind of goes from somewhere here. Yeah, look, we've got a corner there, don't we? So I think that's the right hand. I think the right hand and the middle... I think the right hand and the middle literally just join each other. So I don't think that goes anywhere special, but we'll leave it as a thing. Okay. Inked Coffee Cat, first time chatter. Found you on YouTube, love your content. Thank you, that's really nice. Oh, that's like a great message to get. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. We are...
She will be
Whoa,
right.
okay. I don't know,
I mean,
probably.
You won't stop looking until you find her.
No.
Yisha used to come here every morning when she stayed with us, and spend hours feeding these butterflies. I think she appreciated them more than anyone else in her family, including Sirrus and Achenar.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't a protector when the brothers lived here, but I gather they were more interested in the memory chamber and our funeral rites. As if death were something to be feared.
You clearly have
We must
nothing in
trust
that
the
bowl.
guidance of the ancestors. If they offer any new insight, I will pass it along.
Okay, great. We've not been to Spire, Kimtotic. We've come straight to Serenia. We absolutely may well go back to Spire. Yeah. These guys, they're just sitting totally impassively. Right, let's have a little bit of a wander in this direction. Because maybe I'm thinking in terms of this maze and these rivers, do any of the waterways going off to the right-hand side of the map influence the stuff that's going on around here? For example, did that used to be filled with water, or am I just imagining that? I don't know. Everett says, I don't often feed birds, but when I do so amidst a kidnapping, a bombing, and 2 prison escapes. That's got to be a reference to something. Is that like Airplane or something? Okay, now we've fiddled with that already. I wonder if by messing around with the water levels we can get into the submarine now. Oh, hang on a minute. Oh, there's another water machine here, isn't there? Which literally we just totally forgot about. Blah. Sorry, guys. Alright. Oh, and it's got one of these weird snake things. Yeah. Now, I'm pretty sure it's 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you're supposed to boop him. Maybe we do it the other way. 1, 2, 3, 4. Reference to a Dos Equis commercial. You're describing what is happening right now. Oh dear. Oh yeah, that's true. There we go. He is awake. Boop. See now, that one, you wouldn't be able to solve that puzzle if you hadn't been to Haven. So I'm kind of wondering whether there's going to be something similar that we're not going to be able to solve without some information that we're supposed to get from Spire. Aha. So we can close that one off and we can open these pools here. Now, I'm not so much interested in what opening that sluice has done. Oh, actually, what it might have done is flooded this room. Yes, that is now quite damp. Yeah, so we need to actually swap that back round the other way, because with the drawbridge up, we now can't get back to the other side. So let's swap that back round the other way, go round, lower the drawbridge. It's a bit weird because the drawbridge starts in the down position, pretty sure. Unless the drawbridge comes down after you speak to Achenar. Right, that's also entirely possible. Yeah, right, okay, cool. And you can't like double it up. No, there's only 2 positions for it. Only 2 positions for it. There's also this thing here as well, which, oh, hang on. Oh, I didn't realise it was doing that before. That is probably after we get the stone back. Probably? Okay. Right, we'll climb up these vines here. Wait, the drawbridge is back down. Huh? Okay. Why would the drawbridge be back down? I definitely left the drawbridge up. So, fine. Let's go and change our, let's go and change the thing back round. The drawbridge confused you as well. I mean, it's not like it's... Oh yeah, no, that opens the thing. We need that open. There's also something in the background that I can hear too. I mean, it's not outside the realms of possibility, of course, because like... oh my god, there's a hot air balloon! We have flight! Oh, amazing. Okay. Yeah, I mean, there are other people milling about, so, like, people could well open that drawbridge, not least Sirrus and Achenar, who we know are literally supposed to be wandering around somewhere. So, yeah. Is the Dos Equis man not famous in the UK? No. I've never heard of Dos Equis. Oh no, obviously we can't go that way. We've got to go the other way round. Right, let's use some zip mode, right? Because it's a long walk. So, maybe like this one? I don't know. The previews are really tiny. That's not like super close. Let's try that one. Okay. This way, this way, this way. Reminds you of Gen's followers messing about on Riven. Yeah. So, I mean, the thing is, like, this is like the ocean here. So, I don't think we can get into the house. No, still can't get into the house. So yeah, not sure if we're going to be able to get into the submarine or not. Because there's still obviously, presumably, water below here. Yeah, there's still water down here. So we're still going to have, well, the same problems as before. In the, like, how do we launch the submarine? There's another machine just here as well. But that very much looks like a don't touch it or you will definitely get your hand caught in it kind of deal, you know? It's a Mexican beer company that does commercials with a guy who says, I don't always drink beer, but when I do, I prefer Dos Equis. Oh, is that the guy from the meme? The, you know, I don't always... Yeah, right, okay. It's the guy with the white beard. I've seen the memes. He's the most interesting man in the world. Right, okay. Yeah, I've seen the memes, but yeah, no, never seen the original ad. I don't think Dos Equis is that popular in the UK. I think in terms of Mexican beers, what do we have in terms of Mexican beers? My UK compatriots could help me out here. I guess, Deserano? No, hang on, no. Deserano is like, is a liquor, isn't it? What's the one that they always stick lime in the top of the bottle for? Yeah, okay. So we've still got water there. Weirdly enough, what's that thing? It kind of looked like there was something on the right-hand side. What's that thing right there? It would be kind of awkward if we were on the same side of the gap as him. Did you see it? Yep. I don't know. Maybe it's just a weird... Maybe it's just like a weird trick of the light or something. I feel like we've obviously got to do something with this, right? Okay, there's no path that side of the thing. And we've got a table with a broken thing here, but no memories. Before you must have closed the door of the sub before you brought it up through the water. Yeah. No, so we've been testing the various combinations, right? So the door's open at the moment, so we can like obviously bring the sub down, close the door, bring the sub up, open the. So that closes the door, and then we brought the sub up this way, which takes a couple of goes. Yeah, and then... Oh, wait! There is a thing that moves. There is a thing that moves. What is that? Ah! Oh man, this game is dumb sometimes, isn't it? What is that? Oh, it's a set of stairs. What? What? Okay. So what is that then? So that's draining the water entirely. Okay. Okay. Can we get through here? Huh. So we've got teeth on the architrave here, which is an incredibly fancy word for door frame. That looks like it should spin. Bonk, bonk, bonk. Now you can't bring that further. You can obviously return that. But then obviously it's not full of water anymore. And we've got a lot of cogs up here. So what happens if we now open the door? Okay. Incidentally, I did say it earlier on in the stream, but I will repeat it here. We are going to be finishing today's stream a touch early this week, because I have a few bits and pieces I need to do before the end of the bank holiday. But because I am on vacation this week, we're going to be doing some extra streams during the course of this week. So I have a feeling this... Oh no, this is still going to have water in it. Weird, right? Weird. It looks like there's something there as well, doesn't it? Oh, well, I guess we're walking down a set of steps, aren't we? I mean, it's a door. Oh, hang on. What is this? Does that not look like that should be able to slide left to right to you? Huh. There definitely looks like there's been some slidey action going on here. I'm now obviously a little bit concerned that actually, given that we have already come across a puzzle that you need to have beaten Haven to be able to solve, I'm also getting a little bit concerned that we're bumping up against puzzles that you need to have played Spire to solve. So I have a feeling that what we're going to do next episode is we are in fact going to go take a step backwards and start Spire next episode. Okay, cool. Well, my friends, I think that's going to wrap us up for this week and this episode of... Oh, actually, no, it's only... Oh, no, sorry, I've totally got my timing wrong. We've got about an extra 10 or 15 minutes still, so that's absolutely fine. Sorry, I literally just misread my timing there. What are we on? Yeah, we're on 1 hour 36. Yeah, so my concern is that we're bumping up against puzzles that we need to have gone to Spire for. So what we're going to do is we're going to make our way, I think, back towards... Let's zip back to the start. Head back to Tamana. and make our way over to the Spire linking book. We also technically have other stuff that we're supposed to be doing in Tamana anyway, right? We're supposed to be, like, fixing an antenna on top of a roof. If we ever want Atrus to come back for us, you know, the guy's just chilling on Rhyme. He's all like, oh yeah, you know, just let me know when you want me to come back and I will just live on Rhyme forever until... I'll just live on Rhyme for... Oh, hang on, wait. That linking book has taken us to a different place. I mean, which obviously makes sense, right? Because linking books take you back to the place where they were written. Right? Linking books don't partner up with each other. I do remember this from Myst 3, yeah. This is where Savidro got pretty handy with his hammer. So we now have concrete proof that the sunroom is the link arrival point. So this is Atrus' study right in here, which we are able to go into. So this is an area of Tamana that we've just not been to at all. We've got another path over here, and now this path we've never been down. We saw it in Myst 3. This is the back of the... Aha! Right, this is the back of the botany lab. Fine, so we've been here. It's a really, really nice detail to reuse the location from Exile. Totally agree, Kemtotuk. So, Atrus study. Now, which book is that? It's Serenia. Why would we need another Serenia linking book? We already have one behind Yisha's bookcase. Why would they give us a second one?
For 20 years, I've harbored a secret. People talk about my sons.
Oh, this is the dialogue from the opening.
And still, I remain strangely mute. I do not discuss my own actions that day, or the rage I felt when I burned the 2 linking books.
See, he went into a blind rage. Confirmed.
People believe my sons died in those fires, but the truth is, they did not. You're the only one I can confide in, my friend. So I'm asking you to come to Tamana. There are things I must tell you about my sons.
Yep. I hate to tell you this, Atrus, but your hope that your sons were reformed may have been a touch presumptuous. Ah, we have a journal to read. Okay, no. We're definitely saving that for next episode. We don't have time to read... we don't have time to go through an entire Atrus journal right now.
Atrus, I thought you were going to redesign this room, but it looks just like it did before the fire.
Not just
subtle.
like it did, love. Look, the table is different.
Oh. Hey! Hey, it's Brad Dourif. So good. Relation. That's weird. I can kind of hear children in the background. Okay. That might be everything. This pedestal here doesn't look like it's a thing. So that might be everything we can do in this room, except for Atrus's journal, which we will do at the start of the next episode. I'm also kind of interested to see this Serenia book. Where does this Serenia book link us? Because it could link us to a totally different location on Serenia. So that's also worth checking out. In hindsight, we should have moved that book further away from the fire before using it. Yeah, that's true. One of my favourite parts of this game is finding this room. I was genuinely surprised. I thought, I mean, obviously it makes sense, right? Because the Tamana linking book on Serenia is probably not going to take you to the back of Yisha's bookcase. That would be a bit strange. Like, people would probably question that. Now, as I mentioned earlier, I'm actually on vacation this week, so we're going to be doing some extra streams this week. So we did Myst yesterday, we've done Myst today, so we'll have 2 episodes of Myst up on the YouTube. So if you are watching on YouTube in the future, keep an eye out for those. Well, hang on, wait, if you're watching it on YouTube in the future, you're already watching it. Okay, never mind, scrap that. I'll cut that from the edit. Later on this week, though, we're going to try some new games. So, Ender Lilies, which we're playing on Monday, is ending pretty soon, and Hollow Knight is also very close to being complete as well. So, we're going to be starting up a new Metroidvania. Specifically, we're going to be tackling the sequel to Ori and the Blind Forest. We're going to be doing Ori and the Will of the Wisps. Now, I loved Ori and the Blind Forest. And Ori and the Will of the Wisps I've never played, so that's going to be a blind playthrough, and that's going to be hopefully a pretty good Metroidvania. People seem to really love the sequel to Ori and the Blind Forest, but yeah, I never got around to playing it, so let's go and do that. The other one, sticking with the retro vibe, and this one's going to be a little bit out there, kind of a Metroidvania, I guess, depending on how you classify it, but I've been really fancying playing some old retro Zelda games. And the older members of my audience, or at least the members of my audience who are about the same age as me, are probably going to balk at the idea that I'm going to call Zelda Wind Waker a retro Zelda game. But yeah, you know, my capture card is at the ready, and I think after we complete Hollow Knight, we're going to have Zelda Wind Waker up on there. So that's the plan for the streams during this week. And I'll probably be streaming during the middle of the day. So it's going to be probably, realistically, it's going to be the morning GMT. And I appreciate that as it's also in the middle of the week, a lot of you are probably not going to be able to make the streams live. And also, they're very different games to this game anyway. But if those do sound interesting, keep an eye out for those streams this week. Okay. If you are watching, yeah, haha, Wind Waker Retro. Yeah, exactly. Wind Waker Super Retro. Well, here's the thing. I've got it. Oh, hang on. Where is it? It's somewhere in this pile. It's somewhere in this pile of stuff just off camera. But I've broken out my old GameCube, which you can probably see in the background there. Right, there's the GameCube, and I got the. I've got the 3 of them that were released on the GameCube. It was the Wind Waker, obviously, but also they did a re-release of Majora's Mask, and they also did the special edition version of Ocarina of Time, which was like, it was like a 2-for-1, where it was like Ocarina of Time, but also Ocarina of Time Master Quest, which was the same as Ocarina of Time, but with harder dungeons. So I don't know, but Wind Waker's the one that I never beat Majora's Mask either, to be fair. So yeah, but Wind Waker was the one that I never really played very much of. So we're going to give it a go. And it's probably going to be great, because Zelda's a great game, to be fair. Classic Zelda. You lost your GameCube copy of Wind Waker, so it's been forever. Fair enough, fair enough. Yeah, super sad. Those GameCube games are super collectible nowadays as well. I was very much in the same boat. Like, I had a GameCube and I had a whole bunch of games. I sold it back in 2007, 2008 when I was moving house, around then. And it was then when I got older and I wanted to play some of these classic games again, I bought a GameCube again. So, unfortunately, I've lost a lot of the games out of my collection. But yes, you know, I went and I got the, I went and I bought some of the games back at an incredible markup, it has to be said. But yeah, but I never got round to playing them. I bought the, it was back in COVID lockdown and whatever. So yeah. You didn't want to mention it as part of the game prior to finding it, but it's the part of the reason I think we linked in at the start of Exile. Oh, yes. That makes sense, Spiper. That makes sense. Excellent. Okay, so if you're watching on YouTube in the future, thank you very much for watching this episode of Myst IV Revelation. Looking forward to the next one. Next one's going to be in about a week's time or so. Have a great week if you're watching on YouTube. I will see you soon. Bye for now. For those of us staying on Twitch, let's go and set up a raid. Oh, and I also...